Hi, and welcome back to race two of the Restart Esports Invitational Series brought to you by Beast Mode, powered by Rose, and ZMS Studio, the number one broadcaster in esports entertainment. This is race two of a six-race series, with each race designed to be more technically challenging and difficult than the last. My name is Nathan Craig, and I'm joined by my Yorkshire co-host, Holly Bergen. Holly, this is going to be a very technically challenging race today with 12 men's teams and six women's teams in the mix, made up of elite racers around the world. I've got one question though: is one question I have though is why is Yorkshire in the north? Dean, the event organizer, is in the north of Scotland, and he told me the Yorkshire is actually in the middle. So does that mean it's in the Midlands and not the north?
Well, the Dean, nobody lives in Scotland anyway, just Dean and his cousins with the haggis. And do you know what? They use sundials to keep track of the time up there anyway. And as for maps, this is ridiculous. They don't use maps anyway. They've got like hieroglyphics on the walls of their caves up there. And I bet you, if he used like proper wheels instead of stone wheels on his bike, he might actually be faster and win something. So there you are, Dean. Come at me.
All right. Okay. So, but race two is pretty close to your heart. Can you take us through it, Holly?
Well, it was close to my heart till I got to play the flute of France. So, yeah. So, race two has the second highest amount of elevation of the six races. It's got 738 meters of climb. That's quite a lot, right? So today, yeah, we all fly to sunny Yorkshire, apart from me and you, Nathan. And the race, the race mimics the real life Duchy estate in Harrogate. You know, we've all been there. Well, if you haven't been there, then why not? And anyway, this route is this route is in the best part of the world, on my side of the Appalachian Mountains. I did have to practice saying that word as well. So racers will be racing around this crit-style course for 18 laps. I'm going to run out of fingers. How are we going to count those? Yeah, and there is a key segment. Yeah, I'm going to have to use my toes as well, maybe. And on lap 10, we've got a sprint segment, which it's going to be brutal, to be honest. But anyway, here we go. So from the Pens, racers will turn left into the 1.7 kilometre lead-in, which is a flat descent. A flat descent? That's not...
It's flat, but it mostly goes
flat
down.
descent. Right, yeah. Okay. Before turning left, heading into the main climb of the segment of this short 3 kilometre course. So it's 3 kilometres per lap, just to clarify that. And on lap 10, as we've said, the sprint segment is 250 metres, but it is after a climb. I mean, pretty much everything is after a climb on this route anyway. So being on lap 10, though, it will test some tired legs. And I think we're going to see quite a lot of strategies, maybe some early breakaways, people trying to survive. I don't know. What bike would you pick for this one?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a tough one. But looking at the teams overall, we've got still a lot of really fantastic teams in the mix there. Just looking down the list, Abus, Beast Mode there, Cryo, Falky, Movie Star, Relentless. Your team's in the mix there as well. So that's going to be really interesting to see how it all goes. But let's look at the scoring. Okay, we have points, individual scoring points from first through to 30th. You can see that there. And then we've also got individual team scoring as well. So the top 3 riders per team will take home the points. And moving across to... Yep. So there we go. There we can see the Beast Mode Prime scoring first across the line, 3 points, second 2 points, third 1 point. And they're the key segments that Holly was talking about, looking down the list. So we're at race 2 there. Yorkshire, lap 10, the Yorkshire Sprint is the one we are going to be watching very, very closely.
Yeah, so that's going to be about 31 kilometres in, if I've done my maths correctly. I mean, I did just have to times 3 by 10 and add on a bit for the lead-in, so not too difficult. But
not too difficult. You've got that one worked out?
I've got that one worked out, yeah. I listened in my maths class. So, yeah, sprinting now after 31 kilometres of going up and down, and as we discussed before
Yep.
the show, there is no flat. If you're not going down, you're going up. So
Yep.
it's very,
It's going to
very
be
punchy.
exactly, Holly. Exactly. All right, take us through the who's in the leaders there.
How did we discuss how to pronounce Peterson's name? Is it Neil? Oh my gosh.
Neil? I think
I
we end
was
up
given
calling him.
voice recordings and everything to how to pronounce, because after the last race, I couldn't pronounce his name. So Peterson from Team LWB, he's in first position. Ruben for Aber Synergy, second. Nicholas Dreycott from Foudre in third. Jamie Philpott from Wahoo Esports, fourth. Silly me. Oh my gosh. From Wahoo Esports in fifth. Aber Synergy, Lennart Two Girls in sixth. David from Deepak Elite. I swear, people, you guys need to just change your name so I can pronounce them. Jeffrey from Hexagon in 8th. Angus Butler, Wahoo Esports again in 9th. And Nikki Hoog from Next Powered by Ensured. Or is it presented in 10th? And in the women, Nicole Mayer, I just want to give another shout out to her because she won it. Where did she attack from? Like 4 kilometers? If you did not see the last race,
it was huge.
It was absolutely insane. She attacked, I'm sure, from like something like 4 kilometers into the race, something like that. And she just held it the whole entire way and just ITT'd it. So super, super strong. Very impressive. Liz Van Howling, also from Next in second. Tiffany Pennant from Cryo, third. Christine Schneider from Abra Synergy in fourth. Catherine Curie, also from Next in fifth. Randy from Restart, outstanding performance from you, Randy, sixth. Maria Marb from Beast Mode in seventh. Jen Reel from Saris in eighth. Nyquist also from Saris in ninth. And Elisa Hard from Beast Mode in 10th. So some strong contenders there today. And do you want to take us through the Prime?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Prime Awards at the moment. Niall Peterson, who's in first, Nikki Hoog in second, and Simon Walter is following up in third there after race 1. And after race 1 for the women, we have Nicole Meyer in first, Maria Marb in second, and Tiffany Penner from Cryo in third. So looking across at the team standings, we've got Wahoo Sports in first place on 75 points. Aber Synergy in second on 64 points. And Foundry Pontiers Coalition in third on 63 points. But completing the list there, we've got BL13, powered by Level Velo, Team RWB, Cryo or CRO, RDT Elite, Deepak Elite in 7th, Beast Mode, powered by Rose in 8th, Hexagon Cycling Club in 9th, Next, powered by Ensured, 10th. 11th is Relentless, and 12th is the Restart, powered by Alex Coe. And looking across at the women's teams, so Next, your team, I think, is Holly, powered by Ensured, is in first. And
Restart.
Oh, Restart, sorry. What have I written down? In 85, Saris Esports in second in 64th with 64 points. Abus Synergy in third with 63. Beast Mode in fourth. Restart in fifth. And
Restart, my
sixth.
team.
Restart, that's right, your team.
Restart. I do have the team that are putting on this show.
I do have some information though that it looks like now Peterson, the Norwegian Viking, is out of this race. He is not racing. Yes. He's signed up for a race that Eric Min has organised. So that's a bit of a shame. But that is what we do there.
I think. Yep.
Now we do have the races started for the men. So just jumping across to the race there, we can see that they are out of the pens and just heading down that slight little descent before they're going to kick up to that little climb that's going to test a lot of legs.
First of many. Yeah, I'm liking the blue trons in this group here. This is going to burn. Do you think they're just going to keep kicking and kicking and kicking, or do you think? I mean, it's 55, 56 kilometres, so it's going to be, it's definitely a race of attrition, this one. I think I would have actually gone Blue Tron.
The Blue Tron, as always. Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes I do not go Blue Tron because, if it's...
Reasons.
Reasons, yeah, but it is flat on average, so...
I think certainly looking at bike choice for this race, and we can see there that they're just coming up to this that climb that's going to lead up to the Yorkshire Sprint, and we can see the incline there is pumping up to about 6 or 7% coming around that, and so it is going to be a real test, as you said, Holly, to see how they handle that, and of course, I think this is where the strategy is really going to come and play. Who's going to feel good enough to push off that front and use that climb to their advantage? We'll wait to see how it turns out.
I don't think I would be attacking this. I don't think I can attack us all in these races. But if I was strong enough, I don't think it's a good plan to attack just yet. We're only 1.2 kilometres in, and there's a lot of draft. There's maybe not so much on the little punches, but they don't last that long. And there's a lot of draft on this at 2%. So
Yep. So just as they've come over the top of that, we can see the marker there for the start of the sprint segment, just around that corner. And looking across, ZMS Esports Studio has done a great job of bringing together a lot of the riders in real time, looking at the cameras across the top of the screen there. Ruben, Chris, Gioni, David, Ica, and then Niall there as well. So it's certainly going to be great watching their expressions change, I think, throughout this race.
Yeah, they all look bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and Ica actually isn't that far from me because right now I'm not in Yorkshire, unlike these cyclists, and Ica is actually kind of close by. So it'd be lovely to. I love meeting other Zwifters. It's awesome. You're a bit far away, but like. So hopefully maybe actually go meet Ica, which would be super cool.
That'd be great. I mean, as you sort of swan around Europe there, as you go from town to town. I think you're currently in France at the moment.
Yep. Just on my travels. So Daniel there from Beast Mode. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what?
It's an interesting one with the bike choice. I think you're right with the Tron, though. Certainly, I think a good all-rounder is going to be key in this one. Something that's light enough that you can sort of rip it up the climbs, but still holds enough aero that when you're either descending or coming around the back, that you can still maintain that speed. I think for me, maybe the Pinarello or perhaps a Scott foil, perhaps might be the way I would have gone.
Yeah, maybe. To be honest, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, unless it's like a huge long climb out of the Alp, then pick a climbing bike. But I think on routes like this, the bike choice is kind of negligible. So
it's not going to play a huge part, but I suspect from a mental point of view, I know how this is how I feel when I race.
Oh yes,
when you're getting towards the end.
Effects. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I'm on a Blue Tron, I can go fast. Yeah. Well, I think Dean's got his stone wheels on from the dark ages up in Scotland because that's all they have up there.
Have they worked out?
Yorkshire in the Midlands. What a load of codswallop.
Oh gosh.
I know how to wind Holly up.
He was adamant that I had to ask you that question. So
I know.
He's really thrown me under the bus, I think.
Well, he needs to get on a bus because he's not very good at this, is he? Where even is he? Where's your attack, Dean? Come on. I'm waiting. There he is, look, with his Scottish flag.
With his Scottish flag. Well, mind you, we do appreciate everyone that's racing in this and all our Scottish brothers and sisters, except for Dean.
He knows I'm kidding.
All right.
Just like so the group stretching out a little bit now, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say the group is stretching a little bit there. It'll be interesting to see how long before that elastic breaks.
But, here we go, Niall with the sponsorship time. Come on, Niall.
On the front.
So Niall is my teammate who also races for Restart, Nathan. So he's got a
Fresh
lovely
start.
blue Tron. He got the he got the memo about the blue Tron, which is amazing. Niall, I'm so proud of you. You keep kicking it. Come on, dude. You've got a bit of a gap there. Gosh, if I was DSing, I'd be like, you've got a 2-second gap. Keep it going.
Yeah, he's doing
Jerome from
fantastic there on the
Foudre
front.
is, he's got Jerome from Foudre. He's got Bluetron as well, and he's thinking, I want some of this sponsorship time, but he's not quite on Niall's wheel. So Niall has still got the.
Still got a little bit of little camera
Mm.
time there on the front. But
Absolutely.
there's Niall there, working hard in the dark. But certainly I think the Bluetron is the good choice at the moment. But
He doesn't look like he's sweating or anything. Like, is he even? Wow. I do not look like that. Do you look like that when you're racing? Because he just looks
I
like
look
he's
awesome.
out for a Sunday. Do you? Right, okay.
It's a
I do not.
It's a coffee ride for Niall. But we can see that they've pulled him back a little bit there. I think maybe he's just testing the group to see who's interested and who's not. So we can see there's about maybe 6 or 7 riders there just on the front, and with the main group a few seconds behind them, about 3 or 4 seconds behind. We've got Rick England in the chat there, and Schneiders as well, saying, let's go, Holly. And Christopher Schwenker from Virtual Velo Podcast has joined in as well. So
nice.
Thank you.
Chris.
How's it going? Yeah. And Bren there as well, as always. So Bren, thank you much for your support.
I'd load up the chat, but like Wi-Fi here in rural France is possibly not the best, so I wouldn't want to crash or break anything. Because let's face it, tech things and me do not mix.
No, but Jamie Philpott there on the front, though,
yes,
is certainly
and Ruben.
He's got the tech stuff worked out, and he's certainly on the front there as well. From Wahoo Sports.
Yeah. They've got 2 teammates in that little front group. We've got Salibe and Philpott. So they'll be working together to try and.
Well, you'd hope so. That's right. So
yeah,
you'd expect them to be in Discord, chatting away, trying to work out some strategy there, and talking it up and making sure that they keep on it. Now you can see that both. It looks like they're both on the same bike as well. It appears.
Of course they are. They're going to look good and matching kits and matching bikes and everything. It's all about looking good. There's Ruben there kicking it. Yes, come on, Ruben.
Yeah, game face on. He's absolutely. He's locked in.
His jersey and his avatar match. Isn't that amazing? I love it.
Yep.
Go on, Ruben.
It's about looking pro.
Absolutely.
All right, so that group is getting a little bit of a gap now. 5 seconds on the riders behind them. So it seems to be that the go here at the moment is to try and break away, maybe dial that group down to perhaps half of them, and try and fight for the rest of the laps there as a.
Yeah, it does seem to be coming back together again. Oh, the group closed. Feel sorry for those on the front. Yes. So, Abus Synergy, I reckon. Yep, Bluetron. So they got the memo about the Bluetron. They're working hard to increase the pay. No, wait, they've just set off. So, yeah. So they're setting the pace to... I think it'll be pretty much sort of grouped together, I reckon. Maybe a few... It'll be interesting to see, actually. I don't know, because you don't want to, sprint up a hill. It is a long way to the finish, but then Nicole did it last week, so who knows? Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna want to. You're gonna want to use the draft on the downhills as well, I think. So I'm just trying to see if Nicole is in the race today. Um, I'm not sure. I can't see her actually. Um, so we're just watching Aber Synergy ladies. They are going to be on Discord, and they'll have some team tactics going on, I think.
Yeah, certainly. The numbers are down a little bit though from race one. We do have 17 ladies in the women's race. So yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit harder. I think for a few of the riders to hide essentially coming, especially on the downhill, to try and draft them as much as they would in a much larger group. So, but as you're right, Holly, though, you'll be wanting to look for as many pockets to sit in and try and recover as you can, especially as we get up to lap 15, lap 16, lap 17 before we hit that final lap. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I can feel the pain in the legs from here. That's for sure.
Do you think it'll be just last woman, last man standing? Who can keep punching the longest? I think ironically, I'd have actually quite enjoyed. I'm going to just interrupt myself now because the Aber Synergy ladies are attacking off the front. But Sarah Olim, who is an absolutely outstanding rider and such a good. I really like racing with Sarah, and so she's setting the pace a little bit, making the ladies work. Oh, there's Nicole. Yep. She is in the. Yeah, I just couldn't see her because it's so. Yeah, 17 ladies to scroll through.
Pushing to the front there. So yeah, certainly the blue Tron is featuring.
Yeah, they've all got the memo. I'm so proud of them all. That's brilliant. I didn't even put out a shout out.
I think they've really understood that if they're going to get any commentary time from you, they've got to go on the blue Tron.
Absolutely, they have, yes, and I will. I will give a shout out to my teammates because I didn't think that they were both racing this one, but Randy and Leah are still in the mix there. So
great.
I'm super proud of them, and I do know that Randy has just raced. So to do this back-to-back races is outstanding. I'm not sure if any of the other ladies raced it too. Let me know if they did, because shout out to you ladies too if you have just raced previously to this one.
And when you say race previously, you don't mean like the day before, you mean like
no, immediately before. Yeah. So
fantastic.
I'm super glad to see her racing this because it's Yorkshire and well, how could she miss it, right?
Well, that's right, exactly. I don't think she'd hear it, like live it down from you if she didn't turn up and represent a little bit.
Oh, I would be like hunting her down and putting dog poop through her letterbox or something.
Oh gosh, I'm wanting to upset you.
Australia is quite far away, I think you say.
Yeah, that's right. Just mail it over.
Yeah. It'll take like 10 months to arrive.
To arrive? Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it is Yorkshire, so it takes a while.
Yeah.
But no, the ladies are looking.
Saris have got a couple of. I think they've got two ladies, so they'll be working together. They've got Jen Reel and Megan Rathwell. I'm not sure if there's any other Saris ladies in there, so they'll be working together, which is awesome. I like it when there's tactics and team talk, and you're in Discord and you're all dying, and it's just super hard for everybody. And sometimes though, when you're racing, whether this is this race or just a group ride, and you think, oh, I am dying here and everybody else is doing fine, and actually no, like you can see these ladies on the screen here, like everyone everyone finds racing hard. Everyone is climbing, and everyone is thinking, "Oh my gosh, everyone else is finding this so easy, and I'm not." No. It's all hard for everybody. So
That's it, isn't it? Like,
um,
yeah, you're looking across and you're going, well, everyone seems to be doing this really easily. Why am I suffering so much? But you're right, though. No, it's certainly everyone is dying 1,000 deaths out there. And I think, as you say, when you're on Discord and you're talking to each other, you can actually talk each other up as well. And I know you're fantastic for that, Holly. You really get in there and talk up your other teammates, and I'm sure they're doing the same thing.
give them hell.
And looking across the cameras there, we've got Jennifer, Catherine there as well, Leah, Sophie, Maria Marb there, Nicole Meyer, so one to watch, and Sarah too. So still looks like Sarah's doing some, got it in the big gear. She's really pushing hard on those pedals.
Yeah, 3.1. Yeah, we're taking it steady. It's 2% at the moment. Oh, there we are. Sarah Olim, USA, and yeah, she is really great. Obviously, we're not in the same team, but we have done races together. So I really appreciate. Racing's racing, and you are against each other, but also sometimes it's really nice just to have that someone else there that we got dropped together on a race, and we worked together to get back. So that's what happened, and I knew she would help me, and I hope she knew that I would help her as well. Because you've got to do these things in racing sometimes to close gaps and things. So appreciated that massively.
Because as you say, you're right. You do go from event to event, and you do see the same people turn up each time. And you do have, friendships with these people and these races, and it's not all being just super competitive and steely-eyed. You do chat, you do talk.
Just at the finish line.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, it's all competing until you get to the finish line, and then you're friends again. But looking across at the men's there, so look, they're 13 Ks into this. They've still got a fair way to go. 18 minutes down so far. But the group is still holding together. Like we saw initially in the first couple of laps there, where the group was starting to kind of, pull apart a little bit. We had a few of the riders off the front, but now they've got the groups back together. We might see there's a couple that have, been dropped off the back, and we'll see them come back into play as they come around in future laps. But certainly the men's there has still got quite a good number of riders there. It'll be interesting to see how they're feeling coming up through these laps now. Watching, we've still got Niall there as well. Just he's taking some rest time on the back from having checked in his sponsorship time at the front there.
That's it.
Coming up through the list as well. We've got Relentless just looking through there at 23rd. Just look at who is that? Githlam. Philip, that's it. And we're watching Philip last race.
Philip from Switzerland. Yep. Yeah, I know Philip. Yeah, he's from Switzerland. He is races with Team Relentless. Super awesome racer he is. I really like their logo actually. Yeah. Philip, getting his sponsorship.
The Switzerland logo, or
no, the Relentless logo. It was like a snake type thing. I quite like that. It was like the infinity symbol.
Yep.
He's got a squirrel hat on as well as Philip, which I approve of the squirrel hat, because it makes you more like aero, makes you stable when you're going along. So
absolutely
anything to make you faster, right?
And I spotted
off we go with Niall again.
There's a couple of ZRL helmets there as well, so we've certainly got some racers that have seen their fair share of tough events. Zed what? Who races in that?
Something I don't know. Why would you?
Jerome and Philip there on the front. Niall back up, pushing ahead. So this, I think, is going to be a really good test, especially that that 1 and 2 minute power coming up to this to that climb again, where it just sort of it pushes up at the start there and reaches 6-7%, and then it kind of backs off and drags up all the way to the top of the sprint. But at this point here, we've got the slight downhill. Philip's pushing to the front. I think he might be listening to us, and he wants to.
Because it's his squirrel hat, you see, because he's off downhill.
Yeah.
So he's got like his squirrel hat. I'm telling you, it makes him way more aero. He's zoomed
You
to
think
the
is it
front.
the ears that's giving
Oh, for sure, right? It's like a rudder, like a rudder on a boat in the
a
water. It
rudder?
keeps you stable. A rudder,
Yep.
yeah. Go be a shrimp on Barbie. Anyways, the squirrel hat works the same way. With the ears, like
Yep. The Euro
um,
flow. Yep.
absolutely,
I've
yeah,
seen a lot of the
yeah.
teams
I know
testing that in.
things.
I've seen a lot of the teams testing that in their aero testing units, I guess you could call it.
Absolutely. Can we just switch to the women? Because I think there's just been an attack.
Yeah.
Someone was just at the back. Yeah, was it Jen
Who's
Real,
in
I
the front
think?
there?
Oh, no,
Oh,
sorry.
Catherine.
Catherine Curie.
Yeah.
Apologies. I was, she was at the back and she just attacked. That's exactly the right way to do it. She was at the
Use the
back. She just
draft.
kicked straight through so
Yep.
that nobody was on her wheel, and she got. Look at that. Where is she? Is she on here? There
Yep,
she
she is. Second camera there.
Yeah. Oh God, she looks so like calm and collected.
Oh,
And,
doesn't
like,
she? I was about to say,
yes,
she's used that little climb and now she can recover more quickly than some of the other riders. Come on that downhill, regroup again, and focus back again for the next lap. Whereas a few of the back markers are going to be struggling to stay on. And maybe would you think, Holly, a little bit of panic starts to set in a little bit?
I would say a little bit of "Oh my God, ladies, please slow down. I can't do this." Kind of it goes. That's what goes through my head. Giving my game away now, but whatever. I do
Oh,
like
look,
women's race because there isn't many of us, so
yeah,
we've got to kind of support each other in some kind of way.
absolutely,
Because
yep.
if nobody showed up, then who would we have to race against? So
Randy's really out of the saddle there, giving it
yeah,
a good hard push. I'm
go
just
on,
trying to see if we
Randy.
can jump across to Randy's avatar and see what she's doing there. But I think maybe just trying to push back to the front.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, no, she's doing a fantastic job. As are all the racers, all the ladies, all the
Yeah, Lee
racers.
Sophie's putting in some effort as well. It's so hard going because
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Randy, come on, come
I
on.
couldn't see her on the
I don't
front, and I
know if
was
she can
hoping that
hear
she
me,
wasn't off the
but
back.
come on, you can close it, Randy.
No, she'll get back on. A little kick here around the corner, and she'll have a couple of other riders come through and help just get her back onto that group.
Yes, completely
So is it
unbiased commentary from me.
Yeah.
But
Is Sarah in her team? Is that what I'm looking at there? The other two? No. Sorry. Similar kit, but different.
no, Leah,
Yep.
and they're from Aber Synergy. Sarah Roach, Sarah Olim. I've forgotten the other ladies in Aber Synergy, but they will all be working well together. And I love this tactics from Synergy as well because they've got some great team tactics, and I love to see that. So.
But
just watching
just
this,
look,
see if
are
the
we just
group-
seeing Nicole there? Just on the front, coming through. Yeah, Catherine's back in the group there.
Are they trying to create a bit of a gap?
I think they have, yeah. I think they've successfully broken away from that group. Yeah, Nicole Meyer there from next.
Yeah.
So we've got two groups now. We've got the back markers. There we go. So we can kind of see that there's maybe 8 or 9 riders in this front group.
Yes.
And,
so we've got Hag, Cuthbertson, Curie, Thompson, Mayer. Is Jen Real in there as well? I think so.
I thought, yeah, she is. Yep, just at the back there.
Yeah, nice job. So a couple of groups there. That's good.
And then the rest of the ladies, which I think unfortunately Randy's in the back group, the second group. But that's not to say that they're not going to catch up. Here we go. Catherine, do you see that? Catherine's just making a breakaway there. Really pushing hard now.
And next, just out for attacks, they're like, yes, we're going to attack and attack and attack.
Yep.
I love it.
Yes.
Really string it out. It's
Really,
going to burn because they've all just had to close in, and they're all having to punch up these hills and stuff, and then somebody attacks, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. I was taking a drink.
or they were counting on that little bit of a time to recover before they went again, and all of a sudden that recovery time has just been taken away. They're back on the pedals. They're pushing hard again. And I think that can really, upset your rhythm, your gameplay, especially if you're sort of expecting to get that little recovery as part of what you're doing. When someone attacks like that and all of a sudden you're back out of the saddle, you're having to push again, as you say, that it bites in the legs and that lactic acid starts to build up and that fatigue starts to build up more quickly than you expect.
Well, yeah, really except tough. If you called Nicole, who just seems to
roll away with this.
Just be like, yeah, I'm off now. I've had a little 11 kilometers of warm up. I'm going to go in there.
I've warmed up. That's it, guys. We're on now. Let's go.
Yeah, I've got me warm up in 11 kilometers. I'm off now. Go on, Nicole. Blutron, I'm telling you, that's the way to go.
She certainly is doing power of work. Yeah, that 3 seconds. That's going to be hard to shut down.
All the other ladies, though, they know that, like, she can hold it. They know.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
Now it's like,
and so,
we're looking at each other going, well, who's going to close it? Because
that's it. Yeah. I was about to ask you that very question. What do you think the mentality is like now in that chasing group? As you say, are they looking around to see if anyone's going to shut this down? Or are they just going to say, well, no, Nicole is so strong off the front that we're just going to let her go, and now we're fighting for second?
Well, if it was me and I was strong enough, I would maybe let her get like a 10-second gap, and then I would try to bridge, but on my own, so that I wasn't dragging anybody else back with me, because I like closing gaps. Well, I kind of have to close gaps most of the time, but yeah, I think that's, and then there would be like me and Nicole, for example, but I don't know. I don't think I'm that strong to do it. But if I was, that would be my tactics, I think. To wait till she's far enough in front. But I wouldn't want to drag.
Yeah, that's it. You really have to put in a big effort to break that elastic quickly and discourage anyone from sitting on your wheel and getting towed back to the front. But it looks like Nicole is certainly pushing at the front. Switching across to the men's there, we've got JP there from RWB out of the saddle. He's got a bit of a gap there too. It is 3 seconds, 4 seconds from Philpott and Philip from Morris.
And they're not really chasing behind, although it is kind of flat-ish.
It does, so So it'll be interesting to see.
A bit of a climb.
Yeah, well, this is what we're about to come to. So you'll hit that, come through that right-hander there, just coming around the corner. So it'll now, depending on how he's going to attack this, I think keeping that power up, and we can watch that power number in the top left-hand corner next to the A there. We can see it sitting there at 504 watts. He's going to be out of the saddle for that entire climb up to try and maintain that gap that he's building now, which is out to 6 seconds, 7 seconds from the chasing group. Now, the big question is going to be, like Nicole, can he hold on to that for another 30 kilometers? And it's going to be a tough one. Maybe he's relying on the fact that he'll be able to lap a few of these guys, sit in with some of the back markers, try and get some recovery before he goes again. But certainly that gap is looking enormous at the moment.
Yeah. Do you think the guys are going to let him get up the road, or at some point they're going to... I don't know, because the other thing to do, if he's not on your team, is to, don't worry about it, Josh Harris
to hold back,
hunting down. Yeah, I've seen orange numbers from Josh, so I wonder how long it'll take for.
There we go. There's Josh coming through. Come on, Josh.
Now they're like, nah, you're already time on the front for the sponsorship, JP. Awesome job, awesome job.
Start bringing you back.
I love it. Yep. But now.
Also, though, shout out to Josh, because he's racing at 2:50 a.m.
He's in your time zone.
Correct.
Wow,
so
Josh.
It's a tough effort. That's a tough effort to wake up early and then get prepped, ready for it.
Does he live in Australia too? Like, I know he's Australian. He's got an Australian flag, but like, does he live?
No, he's based in Tasmania. So.
Oh, is he neighbour?
Yeah, just up the road.
Do you go for
down the road from Melbourne?
Up road.
Oh, I'm actually going to be heading over to Tasmania in the next couple of months, so I might pop past and say hello.
Yeah, do. Yeah.
Yep. But Dont there is back on Josh's wheel, and I think, look, yeah, there's now 4 at the front there. JP's, yeah, they've reeled him back in. I think JP said, okay, that break didn't work. They've got me
Yes,
back
but
on. I'm going to slide
epic.
to the back. Yeah, it
So
certainly
good
would have put
though. Love it, JP.
into that chasing group would have hurt a little bit trying to reel him back in. Now, jumping across back to the women's there, Nicole is still out the front, but that group has come up. That gap has been shut down. It was at 6-7 seconds. It's back to 3 now, 2 seconds.
The thing is,
So,
she's having a gel. She's not giving up easily, but I think she's going to be closed down. And I also think that because of what she did last week, the others in the race, probably quite rightly because she just took off, aren't going to let her get away, which is credit to Nicole for actually, doing what she did, for the other ladies to think, no, you're not getting away this week.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's exactly it. You think, seeing such a monster effort in that first race, a few of the ladies there would certainly want to see her back in that group, and I think, rightfully so, because she is such a strong rider. But I was also talking with Dean, Dean, about the some of the races, and he was commenting on Holden Kamau, saying he's also one to watch as well. So Holden, I've just got him on my screen at the moment, checking him out. But Catherine's taken over the lead there, so pushing
Nicole's
hard.
holding onto a wheel though. Nicole is not giving up. She's a fighter. So
there
Catherine Curie is, which team is Catherine? Is she? Oh wait, she's next as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So they'll be
working together.
Yeah, working together. Yes.
Nicole will be happy to have a teammate in the front there.
Oh, for
and
sure.
She is. I can see her hand up near her ear, so maybe she is chatting along with them and perhaps having a little bit of an issue with some of the communication.
She is from USA, just over the Appalachian Mountains.
Over the pond?
Just over at Pond, yep. Because I'm still in Europe, believe it or not.
Having a fantastic Christmas, I understand, over there in France.
Well, I mean, there's wine, full stop.
That's all you need to know.
That's it, yeah. And chocolate-covered prunes, which are amazing. If you've never had chocolate-covered prunes, right, then you need to, folks, because that is the food of champions. Nicky Hug. Next, they're really on the attack today, because Nicky Hug, he's from Next as well, and he attacked earlier, I'm pretty sure he did. Got caught, and then he's attacking again.
Yeah, that's it. So, I'm just watching Nicky there as well. He's got Josh Harris just a few minutes behind. But Philpott there on the front, a few meters behind. But Philpott there on the front there. So Philpott and Hug just working together, coming through that line there. Back on the downhill, Josh Harris is back on their wheel. The group is stretching out more and more as they come over through that sprint segment. I think it's only a matter of time before.
Yeah, 3 off the front. And also, there's only about 4, is it one more lap, I think, until the sprint.
Actually.
Because the sprint is maybe 2 more laps, because the sprint is at 31.5 or something like that.
Lap 10 is coming up. So they
I think
are
we're on
about...
lap 8 at the moment.
No, we're on lap 9.
Oh, okay.
So
I lost count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I can't count very well.
So this is going to be the big push now. So just watching the men's there. So we've got Josh Harris, Philpott, and
Nikki.
Who is it?
Nikki.
Yeah, and Nikki on the front. Yep. Thank you.
Oh, there's 4. Oh no, this must be a lapped rider, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ryan Sample,
coming through.
He's been lapped. Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, but these three riders are
a
eyeing
tough
off the
race.
Preem
So, yeah.
Awards. It is. It's like certainly. Yorkshire is not a favourite of mine. It's just up, and if it's not up,
It's
it's going
what
down.
now? Wait, what? We need to talk about this. It's not a favourite of yours?
No,
Oh,
surprisingly, given how
I'm
picturesque it is.
sorry. What now?
All right, so they're going to be coming around for this right-hander, which will be the last climb up before they hit the sprint.
Yeah, and the
That
top
gap has
three,
opened up.
first three, get points.
We'll get
So
the
these
points.
three, yeah.
Yep.
So they just need to. Although these three in this group know that they'll get points, but also they'll all three of them will want the most points. So
Yes.
they'll have to sort of play the game of like not letting the gap close, but also being in the right position of being first over the line. So
yep.
because their group behind is not far, they are hitting orange numbers already. Especially Ruben, he is crazy. Well, they're all crazy strong.
Yeah, 8.8, 7.9 watts per kilo, 6.7, 9.1. So they certainly understand it too. And there's only a 2-second gap now between those front markers and the riders that are chasing them. So they've got a very short section now. Looking at that, 352 watts. Just watching Nicky there in the front. Josh will be similar. He'll be out of the saddle, I can tell you that. He's like 380, 404 watts pushing through. He's on the front there. He'll definitely want these points. We've only got a few more meters before the sprint starts. It is uphill. It is going to be a really, really tough one. So looking at Nicky there on the camera, Jamie, Ruben as well. Unfortunately, we don't have Josh's camera, but I bet you he'll be streaming this. Okay, coming around the corner now, through to the sprint section. The beacon has been crossed. They are on full gas now. So the pain can, you can get that sense of that pain through from here.
I don't think this is. It's not this lap. I think it's the next lap.
Actually.
No, because it's.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Was I right? I was right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
almost like I did the maths or something at the beginning, and
You worked it out.
3 by 10 and stuff,
But that's the tough thing
you
about
were not
these
listening
races.
at the back of the class, were you?
No, I wasn't paying attention at all. I
No,
never do.
clearly not. I'm just fiddling with your blow tack or something.
But that's the tough thing about these races where you've got lap after lap after lap and it's all the same. Mentally, I find it difficult to sort of, just keep on where I am, where I'm at. And
at least you know what's coming up, because the first lap is a recon, and then you know what's what after
that's
that.
it. Yeah.
But and for the riders, it's hard to keep track of what lap you're on. You'd have to be like, if I was on Discord, I'd be like, is it this lap? Is it this lap? What are we doing? And hope to goodness that the DS knows what's what. So Nicole with her 14-second gap
forced that breakaway again, hasn't she?
Wow. So she's still got another 10 kilometers or so till the beast mode segment.
The beast mode.
So
yep.
yeah,
Awards, that's right.
that she's just gone through now. So she'll have another 4 laps, I think, before. Yeah,
before
4
she
laps. Before
looks
she has
towards
to cross that line. Yes.
I meant to say hello to Miguel as well. So hey, Miguel, thanks for jumping in the chat there.
Hey, Miguel. Thanks for
joining
the chat, folks.
That is a massive gap now, out to 17 seconds. Are we going to see a 2-minute gap or 2-minute plus gap like we saw in race 1 though?
Place your bets in the chat as to how many seconds Nicole will get a gap over the group,
over the chasing riders.
And my words are not coming out the way that my brain is thinking. I think you know what I'm on about though. Yeah, thinking them though.
All right, so looking at the men's though, we can see that group of 5 have really opened up a bit of a time over the chasing group. So 15 seconds now. So this will be the lap where the Preem Award is in play.
Yes.
So I've just got Josh on my screen there looking at his numbers. Certainly, at the moment, his 15-second is just sitting around 300 watts, and his 1-minute power is sitting around 321 watts. So we'll see that ramp up again as they come into this climb now. You see that the incline there pressing up, 6%, does start to back off as they around this slight bend there. But these 5 will certainly be challenging for those points. The question is, who's got the energy in those legs after these 10 laps so far to try and take that? And Philpott is pushing off the front. So 6. Yep, Nicky's out of the saddle. Philpott's digging in, arms in, elbows are in.
Yeah,
heads
because
down.
It's first across the line. It's not fastest through. It's first
That's
across
right.
the line. So the start line of the sprint doesn't really matter. It's where the finish of it is.
It's where the finish is, exactly.
So, yeah.
So are we going to see some big numbers coming up around this corner as they all start to get out of the saddle? Here we go. So 250 metres.
0.8% average. Oof.
Numbers all in the orange. 11, 10, 15, 14 there from Nicky. Who's going to get it across the line? It's only a few meters up ahead in the road there. Josh Harris could be in front. Nicky, no. Oh, that was a tough one. I think.
I'm exhausted just watching it, man.
Yeah, I think Ruben certainly had the fastest time over there. For what I can see on Zwift. Josh Harris was second. Nicky was third. But that doesn't mean that they were first, second, third across the line. But geez, the power there that some of the riders had after 10 laps, after 32 kilometers of this racing, of this intensity, coming across that line with those sorts of power numbers. And as I said, Nicky was tipping in at 14 watts per kilo.
That's just... I could do 14 watts. Is that the same thing? Surely that's the same
I could do
thing,
14 watts, or I can look at my watts per kilo. I can't put them together.
Yeah. Just wow, it's insane, really. But now they're trying to regroup. So Jamie's trying to.
Yeah,
you can see the pain of the Ruben's just having his drink and his fuel.
Yeah.
It is so important to fuel as well on these long races because it's 55.7 kilometers. That's like what, an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. I don't know, over an hour.
Especially at this pace.
Yeah, well, it's less time if you pedal faster. But what I'm saying is, like, it's a long race, so you got to make sure you're fueled well.
And on that downhill is a perfect spot to do it too. So you can take a little recovery. It's only sort of 20, 30 seconds, not even that. As you come on that downhill, get a gel, get something to eat, have some water, and then attack again for the next climb.
Mince pie. Have some more Brussels sprouts and
some Yorkshire tea. That might be a bit warm.
Yorkshire puddings. I had some Yorkshire puddings from the Christmas dinner. They were very nice.
Yep. Did you bring them across, or do they make them over in France?
My mum makes them. Of course she does.
Oh, of course.
You don't buy Yorkshire puddings. What you about?
They're never bought. They're just made.
Who do you think I am? Then they don't buy Aunt Bessie's. You've got to make them with flour and eggs and milk and Yorkshire love.
Looking at Nikki there, though. Speaking of that,
Nicole.
37 seconds. Sorry, Nicole. 37 seconds. That gap now.
It's the Bluetron. I'm telling you, it's the Bluetron. I'm so proud of her because she's like, she knows that people will know what she can do. So, you know, they'll have, she'll have had a tag on her back, for want of better words, because she was so strong last week. Well, last race. Yeah. So to try and do it again is takes so much courage to do that. I think it's
you're right,
awesome.
because it could be it could be the easy way to sit with the group, bide your time, try and just hold on and reserve your energy as much as possible. But you're right, Nikki's being really courageous there, pushing at the front, using up everything that she's got, and progressively just extending that gap.
Yeah. And this group here, how many have we got here? About 9 ladies in this group, I think. We've got 3 from Abus Synergy. We've got Christine Schneider, that was the other lady. Sarah Roach and
Sarah's is there.
I'm losing track of who's in this group
kits
here, but so Sarah Roach and Sarah and Christine, they are from Abus Synergy, so they'll be on Discord talking to each other, and they're both super strong. And then you've got Leah from Restart. Do you know the team that I race for, Nathan?
That's the team
That
you race
team.
for, isn't it?
That is the team I race for. Yeah, yeah. So
I'm not going to hear the end of that, am I?
no, I mean it's literally written on the screen.
I don't know
But
how I
Liam
got
is
that
doing
wrong.
outstanding. I don't know, but anyways,
Yeah.
there we are. But Liam is doing an outstanding job hanging with these ladies. She's just super proud of you, Leah. Amazing.
Yep. Yep. So they've still got a couple of laps to go by your calculations before they attack on lap 10. But
Three
gosh,
laps.
yeah, they're only fighting for second and third spot though for the points. You'd have to think that Nicole's got that stitched up, given that she's 37 seconds. What is she? 50 seconds? Did I see that flick up? 46 seconds out in front.
46, I think now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. And you're right. I think the other ladies that are chasing, they understand where Nicole's at from a power perspective and how she can go long. They're just going to sit in now and figure out the strategies for coming second, third, and fourth.
Yeah. I'm just going to mention Jen Real at the moment because she, I think, is the only Saris lady in this front group. I think no other pink jersey, no. And so she doesn't have any other teammates in this group. And there are two next ladies, two Aber Synergy ladies, and we've got Hag from Beast Mode, Aaliyah from Restart, and Jen from Saris. So those three are kind of on their own. They don't have teammates with them. So, you know, the other ladies with a teammate there, they can, bounce off each other, help each other out and things. But the ladies that are on their own in this group, it's harder for them because what do they do? Do they trace down an attack? Do they just sit in?
Yeah.
You've got to kind of do it on the fly, if you like.
Look, certainly I think I think maybe a few of these ladies could have someone else like de-essing in their ear just to give them a sense of, okay, what am I thinking about? What do I need to do? And having someone in your ear saying, no, just back off for the moment, or now's the time to go, is so much, so helpful, would you say?
I'm just seeing Rick England's comment in the chats. How's your French now, Holly? So I'm saying oui. Baguette.
Bonjour.
Croissant.
Yeah, how do you say croissant in France?
Croissant is a French word.
I know, that's the joke.
You winded me up. I don't know. It is early for you, so I don't know. I don't like to question these things.
Well, that's probably the reason why I got your team wrong as well, because it was 2 a.m. when I got up, so I've only had a few hours sleep. But
yeah, and you get up way earlier, because for me it's 5 o'clock, and for Damon it's 4 o'clock, but for you, it's 2 a.m. So I think you're bonkers, but thanks for joining me.
Well, Josh and I, we both think the same way.
Yeah.
And we both want to get up and get in on this because it's just such great watching this. So great watching this. But Josh there, just on the front, look, it's got to be tough now. Like you think that a few of these guys in this front chasing group, in the front group there, they've got about 5 riders there. Hopefully they're working turns, and it looks like they might be as well. So there's a few of the guys there that are just rolling through. Josh was on the front just a moment ago. He's rolled to the back. So it looks like the group, even though they're all competing against each other, are sort of taking turns there on the front and keeping that
ahead.
pace up. Yep. And they have opened up a 28-second gap from JP. And then there is a chasing group back 47 seconds. So again,
they're not giving up.
No, that's right. So they certainly understand that this is the winning team they're in the mix of, and they're going to keep it that way. But JP is just out by himself. So 31 seconds behind, and he's got a 20-second gap from the chasing 16 behind him. So he's fighting it out there by himself. But this front group, though, Jonathan there we go. Yeah, he's just in no man's land at the moment. What do you do, Holly? Do you back off the
Wow.
power and let the group get you and sort of use them a little bit, or do you keep pressing and hopefully try and bridge that gap across to that front group? That's a
See,
tough one, isn't it?
I've done both, and both ways have either worked or not worked. I think it depends on how
Yep.
strong you're feeling, and hopefully, if you got a DS in your ear, it's also good to ask the DS how fast are the
Is that
group in front of you going. Are
Yep.
they easing up?
Yep.
Is it kicking? Is it stay ahead of you, or are they easing up? Because if they're
That's
eased
it.
up, mentally you're like, okay, I can catch them, because you kind of keep an eye on the
Yep.
speed that you're doing, and then DS tells you what speed the front group is doing, and like you can kind of close it like that.
Yep.
But if the front group keeps kicking like it is doing, I don't know.
And
That's
they
a
are
tough
rolling.
ask.
And they're rolling turns. I'm just looking at the speed there. They're averaging about 350, 400 watts in this front group, 44 kilometers per hour as they come around towards that climb again. So certainly they aren't letting up, but the group is stretching out a little bit, and maybe that's just coming through from the flat and the downhill. But Jamie, they're just coming through. Look, they're still rolling turns, so they're certainly, they want this.
Yeah, they want to stay ahead.
It's-
Yeah, I think
Yep.
if I was JP, I think depends how strong I was actually feeling at this point. Because if I could hold my position, then I'd hold it, because there is another 12 and 15 kilometers. Depends.
Yep.
Can I hold it for that 15 kilometers? And if I think, well, maybe, then I would try. But if I think I am dying all the deaths here, I would get back in the draft and just hold on for dear life.
How much do you think it is to do as well with how much you like the course? Like, I know, there are some courses there where you just got.
What? It's Yorkshire. Everybody likes the course, Nathan.
It's. I keep forgetting that, but no, it's not.
Are you going there?
No. Well, I'm just asking the question. That's all. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just asking the question.
I'm sure you are. Yeah, but we all know the answer. Everybody loves Yorkshire. Anyone wants to disagree with me? No, I don't.
They know what's going to happen.
Great. Everybody agrees that Yorkshire is
even
amazing.
Bren's kicking in on this. Thank you, Bren.
Oh God,
worst world in the game.
No, we need a little
you,
chat. Bren, if you just want to stand outside. Oh my God, you've even got full stops in the. Oh, I need to get out my purple pen. Capital letter for W for starters. We don't need to put full stops in just to emphasise all of the words. And you seem to have spelt great wrong as the first word anyway. And I don't see any Irish roots on this riff anyway. So, whatever.
I'm pretty sure if Bren could have gotten a clapping emoji in between those words just to emphasise, I think he would have. There we go. He's corrected it. And Christopher has said the same thing. He said the same. Brutal course one lap. He can't imagine 55 kilometres of this. Mate, I completely agree with you.
Chris,
we can see some of the front riders there. I'm just watching Josh there, actually super tucking, coming on the way down on that descent.
See, you can super tuck as well in Yorkshire. What more can you possibly need? Honestly, Blue Trans super tuck attacks. It's brilliant, right? Everybody loves Yorkshire, especially Nicky Hug, who is trying to.
Who's on the front there?
Yeah, now, and Nicole loves Yorkshire too. Thanks, Nicole.
Now, do we see some riders at the back there? But I bet you they aren't. No.
See, this is where it gets tricky, right? I will, some spectators at the side of the road dishing out Yorkshire puddings and Yorkshire tea, because we're nice like that in Yorkshire. But also lapped riders, it is quite tricky to sometimes know who is lapped and who isn't, and things, especially when you're absolutely dying all the deaths when you're racing.
And you're zoned out. All you're doing is either you're pedaling or you're eating and pedaling. It's hard to remember. Is this a person I should be worried about? Or
Yeah. So, but this is why DS is so important. And if you are the DS in any race, whether it's this or whether it's TTT or ZR that series, or any other series, it is your role as DS is so important to
Yep.
those races. And if you've ever
Just to
been in
keep
a
them
race,
focused.
yeah, and just to keep you like making you accountable and like, come on,
Yep.
you can close the gap and stuff. Like having someone there telling you can do it actually sometimes means that you can do it, rather than
Yeah.
in your head you're thinking, oh, I'm off the back, I'm just going to give up. But no, you've got
Yeah.
somebody in your ear going,
Cheering
get a
you
move
on.
on. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, Christine Schneider. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
not
she's in
Christine there.
Germany. She races for Abus Synergy. I do
A-Bus.
like their
Yep.
new kit. Yeah. I've seen some
Looks schmick,
pictures on
doesn't it?
social media of their new kit. I've seen some pictures out on
But
Instagram or
Nicole
Facebook or whatever. Yep.
Nicole has pushed that gap out now to, I think, a minute 14.
Wow.
So that's just phenomenal.
I
And
mean,
I can see. Go ahead.
oh my god. No, just wow. Just
Yeah.
I don't know what the words are. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
It's super huge. And I'm just looking at the men's there as well. So Josh is still on the front there with who is in the lead there. Seeing it flicking around a little bit. Still the three of them. So Jamie's there with him as well. There we go. Josh, Jamie. Yeah, Nikki's there as well. So there's 4 in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still in this front group. They are into lap 14.
They're going to have to be using their toes to count this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the sprint for Nicole.
Here we go. Well
so
done.
I think she's going to be, I'm going to call it, I think she's going to be first over the line on this sprint segment. I mean,
I think you might be right there.
There is a 1 minute
close.
16. It is really close. So she's going to have to put in a bit more effort. I would love to do this sprint at 240 watts. That's amazing. Good on you, Nicole.
Well done.
Superb effort. So I think she got first over that
Yeah,
segment.
I think it's safe to say that she's picked those points up.
Yes. So
but
these
here's
ladies in this group,
the real action's coming up now, though.
Yeah, so we've got 9 ladies here, and only the first 2 out of this group will score points for the Beast Mode segment, which is at the top of this climb.
This little drag up just after the right-hander.
You'd think I'd know this route, wouldn't you? But, here we are. And Sarah Roach is drafting like a pro at the back there. I think she's got her eye on the prize. Yes.
You think she's going to try and burst through this pack just as they hit this right-hander? You'll see the beacon on the left-hand side.
So. Yeah, no pressure. And Christine Schneider's also gone to the back. Yes, she is.
Orange numbers. Roach is there.
She's going for it.
Marb.
Yes.
Hug.
Come on, ladies. Keep pushing.
Oh, I think she's going to pick this one up. Sarah.
Wow. And Maria, is Christine going to... so I think Sarah Roach got second, and I think Christine or Maria got third. But not sure who got third.
Who's on the orange Tron there? That, I think, is Christine. No, it's... who's on the orange Tron? I just want to zoom in there a little bit if we can. Marb, I think either Marb or Hug picked up third, it looked. But we'll find out hopefully towards the end of this race who's actually got those points there. But certainly Nicole has locked in first. So another big one for her.
Yeah, but I definitely think Sarah Roach got second.
But again, just that effort after 10 laps of this, up and down, and then to find that extra power coming around on lap 10 to try and push through for that sprint. Sarah Roach, fantastic effort.
What? All I'm saying is the last time Holly was DS for my team, I pulled out my earphones. So Bren raced for Sea Slugs for the Dirt team, and they won. So it's all down to the DS, right? Because sometimes I DS because I like shouting at people.
Are you claiming that as your winners?
2, right? I am. Do you not know who I am? Nothing to do with them at all. Nothing to do with them. They didn't put in any effort.
Gosh. All right, so the men's there. Josh Harris is still on the front. Drykite, Philpite, Hug. So four, but who are they dropping? Who are they dropping there? Just looking down that list.
Slightly off the back. Is it Beast Mode rider?
From Beast
Possibly.
Mode. Yeah, it does look that way, doesn't it? Oh no, there might have been a lapped rider. So we've still got that 5 lapped rider coming past there. Yep.
Yep.
So
I
we are on lap 15.
Yeah, for lapped. So the etiquette, I would say, now this isn't my rule, but I think the etiquette is if you are lapped, you do not rejoin the peloton.
Group. Yeah.
Because it's not fair. You're lapped, but I mean that's just my etiquette, so that's not what.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
I don't
see. Yeah, I don't. Well, because if you're a lap down or 2 laps down, I mean, what does it matter if you join on these group or you drop back to another group? Does it really matter?
Yes, because if you are, everyone's in teams, don't forget. So what you could do is, get yourself lapped on purpose, and then you could attack, and then your teammate could attack over the top, and he could get a gap or she could get a gap. So the etiquette is kind of no, you don't do it. Do you know I did that once on ladder racing, and I got myself lapped, and I didn't realise that the etiquette was not to rejoin. Your
so
team.
you were informed of this after the race.
Yeah. So I calling myself out. You shouldn't do it, but you don't know unless you're. Because I just thought, it's a good tactic.
I don't know.
I think it was like Downtown Dolphin or something.
Could it? Could it not be a tactic? I mean, especially on these short courses where it is only 3 kilometers. I mean, what you're basically saying is that
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look, I agree with you. If you're going to err on any side, err on doing the right thing. But I don't know. To me, it's sort of if you're willing to sacrifice some team points to help your rider get the Beast Mode Prime award, then I don't know. Is that a bad thing? I mean, that's what domestics do all the time, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they don't get themselves lapped, do they? Like, if you're outside racing, do you not have to quit the race if you're lapped or something? I don't know if that's a thing. I don't race outside, but I just think I mean, it was quite right. I did get told afterwards, like, Holly, no, you don't rejoin the peloton. No, the other team were absolutely fine about it. It wasn't like a big thing, but I mean, you don't know unless you know, do you? So
unless you're told, yeah.
So and there's a lot of things to learn in racing. So
absolutely.
So I think on this especially is if you are lapped, don't
just let them go past.
On.
Is that what we're being told?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, Ruben's there taking a little Whitwell and rest. Nikki is still game face. And Jamie, I think, is it just me, or are those shoulders hunching a little bit more than they were at the start of the race?
Oh, yeah. But he's still putting in quite a lot of watts, though. Look, he's doing... He's got to be suffering now. They've only got about, 7 kilometres left?
Yeah, we're in lap 16.
Have you used your toes to count them now?
I've gotten some more details on my screen now, so I'm absolutely dialed into which lap we're on.
We've got Nicky Herg. He's kicking. So he's got. I love seeing other people's setups, and also, do you know what I love about this is the fact that we get to see the riders. Like so many times, you're riding along on Zwift and you see the avatars. You don't really see the people. You know it's a person, but you don't really see them. So to see the people, look how much Ruben is suffering right now. Like that is what we all go through, And
but it's real as well.
Yeah, everybody's a real person.
It's absolutely
doing this. I just love seeing people suffer. Really, I think that's what I'm saying.
Are you're sharing a little bit of something about you, Holly? Is that what you're doing?
See people suffer whilst I'm sat on my sofa.
You crazy person. But we
Yeah.
all love it. We all love it. Look at that grimace on his face. Look at Ruben there.
Yeah.
The squinting the eyes. He knows he's got to keep on this. He's, I think he's battling to hang on with Josh and Nikki there, who are setting the pace on the front.
Nicky just looks like he's out for a Sunday ride. I mean, look, he looks...
Yeah, it's a coffee ride, isn't it?
Come on, Nicky. We want to see you suffer, man.
Yeah, I've got to reposition that camera right up in his face there so we can see that grimace.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Just like Jamie and Ruben there. So, yeah, Jamie is certainly, he's doing the tough work. You can see the sheen of sweat just on his arms. But this is the group. So they have 5.7 kilometers to go. So just under or just over 2 laps.
Yeah, 2 laps, yes. And how's Nicole
to go,
doing?
but
she's got a 1 minute 37 gap, is that right? 1 minute 37? Do we need my glasses? Holy Moses, wow.
That's incredible. 1 minute and 37 seconds. As the ladies come around again for this climb up, you'd have to think they're getting sick of this climb now. Coming back around is 1.5 minute efforts. They must be feeling hard by this stage.
Yeah, amazing effort, because this group, we've got Catherine, Sarah Roach, Christine, Hag. I'm not sure what her first name is. Is it Amelia? I'm trying to remember. Leah.
I've just seen...
Chen and Maria.
Just going back to your comment about drafting, the lap riders drafting, I've just seen a comment fly up from Gerardo saying that exact same thing. Riders that are being lap riders, don't draft, please. So I think you're correct. I think, that's exactly the unspoken rule.
Yeah. Alicia, how do I pronounce?
Ugh?
How do I pronounce? Yeah, is it Alicia? Alicia?
Yep.
Not sure. I need to know
good.
how to... Yeah, I'm sure in my... during the week, I get so many, messages, you pronounce it this way, and, voice messages too, it's pronounced like this.
Yeah.
And then I get to this, and I'm like, I forget what they said, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I take the register at school, and I can't pronounce the kids' names, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. You need to tell me how you pronounce your name.
All right,
Jack.
so this...
How do you pronounce Jack? No, I'm kidding.
Jack.
Ruben is he's like, oh God.
He is fighting to stay in this group of 3 now. So it looks as if... Dry Cotters, but he is fighting to get back on too. So there's 2 riders just dangling off the back there. Jamie, and we've got Dry Cotters there as well, trying to get back into this front 3, which is Josh Harris, Ruben Dont, and Nikki Hogg.
Yeah.
So it looks as
Phil
if
Pot,
Nikki
that gap. Oh man.
He's trying, isn't he?
For Phil Pot right now, people are like, they're so right there, they're so there,
Yeah.
but that gap is huge. It's so big,
and it just doesn't feel like it's getting any closer.
Yeah,
and they've got
we've all been here. We've all been here.
Yeah.
So
3.4 kilometers left in this one.
Yes,
So if he's gonna dig deep, he's got to dig deep now.
And he is
Here we go. Mouth open, out of the saddle, pushing hard,
Jamie.
just as it comes around the corner there.
Come on. Don't give up now. You're not coming all this way to give up now.
I think he knows, though, if he can't get onto this group as they hit that downhill, he'll be out of this.
He's not going to give up. Oh, wow. They're hitting orange numbers. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Racing is brutal, honestly. Because they are right there. And they're hitting orange numbers.
Jamie a ride on.
Yeah, well, that's an extra 100 watts at least.
Oh, 50 for me. I'm not that good.
Neither am I.
All right. So the question is, though, is he close enough that he can get a little bit of a draft here, which might be just what he needs to get back onto this group?
He needs 10 meters. As soon as he hits 10 meters and he hits the draft,
he can he can get back into it.
He'll be like so relieved, and you know the relief feeling of when you close down a gap that you don't actually know if you can make it or not, because that is like it feels like you've won the race, to be honest.
Yep.
Because just rooting for Jamie.
I think he's back in. He's back in, and they've only got 2.1 kilometers left here. So this group of 5 will be absolutely spent by the time they come around the corner and come up for that last climb, which they're about to hit right now.
Especially
so
Jamie.
Here he goes.
Jeez, not... wow.
So we've got
to him.
Ruben, Nikki, Josh, Jamie there. And who's dry cut?
I'm just right through the group.
Yeah. And that's that focus part as well. Like you're talking about with having a DS. A DS can be in your ear saying, just back it off. Now you're fine. You're on. Rather than keep smashing yourself.
Like, get a move on. Yeah. Do not ease up.
But he'd want to recover as much as he can now because he's put out a lot of effort, a lot of power just to get back onto that group. And now they're about to hit that climb again. Now the question is going to be, can Jamie find something just to stay with this front group for the last 1,200 meters, which is what they've got left. So 1,200 meters coming up. This is lap 18. This is the final lap of this race. And I'm looking at his, so 2:47, he's 1 minute power. He's sitting at 2:40. He's 15 seconds at 1:89. So he's backed it off a little bit, but we're going to see those power numbers start to come back up again.
This is going to be a crazy finish. Wow. Oh. This climb right now is going to feel so painful because they're in the last kilometre of the race.
Yep.
And
700 meters to go.
Yeah, 700 meters. Yeah, and it's going to be burning. So it's going to feel like such a long finish. It's not going to come down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to feel like a 3-minute sprint.
Yeah.
And here we go. So Jamie's still in the mix there. We've got Dricott, we've got Ruben, Nikki, and Josh Harris, all fighting for line honours here. Here we go. 500 meters left. Pushing as hard as they can.
Get in the position, Josh Harris. Josh Harris.
And you see them dropping back a little bit. Now the question is, can Jamie find something on the corner as he comes around? He's in second, third spot at the moment. As he comes around, can he find something else?
Well, he's in the wind at the moment. He needs to get in the draft.
Yeah, that's it. And we notice that the other riders have dropped back a little bit because they know they're going to have to push this. It's still 250 meters. You can see that beacon on the left-hand side as they come past it.
Who's going to
still 250 meters, and here we go. Orange numbers. Josh Harris is on the front there. Nikki goes. Dricott. Ruben there as well. They're all pushing hard, but Josh is on the front though. Can he hold that? It is going to be close, that's for sure. Nikki is not going to let him go, and we can see Ruben there pushing really hard. His head is all over the place. I think Josh got that.
I think it was Josh as well. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get up at 2 a.m. to race, you want to win it, right?
That's it. That's exactly it. You are correct there.
Wow.
You're not here for shits and giggles, are you? You want to walk away with something. I definitely am.
Yeah.
All right. So that was, man, I need a rest after that.
Oh no, it's knackering, mate. I'm exhausted.
I need a mid-strength beer and a lie down after that.
You need a mince pie and a Yorkshire pudding.
But we can see though that Jonathan there, Jonathan's still out there. He has been fighting that for the last maybe 6 laps by himself. Out in no man's land there. So fantastic effort there for Jonathan.
Oh, there's Dean with his stone wheels. Come on, Dean. At least he got the memo of the blue Tron, I suppose. Dean, if you put on proper wheels, you'd go faster. I told you this. It's Yorkshire in the middle of the UK. Yeah. What else you got? No one lives there anyway.
Oh
No one cares.
gosh.
No one cares. It's just castles and rivers and locks and Nessie lives there. That's it. That's all you've got.
It's
You
yeah. I've
haven't
got to
even
say,
got a. Oh, you have got a
every time I look
surgery.
at pictures of Scotland, it just feels cold. I just feel cold looking at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to go there. However,
Yeah, don't worry. I feel the same way
Yorkshire.
about Yorkshire too. Yorkshire just feels cold as well.
But Dean picked Yorkshire as the route because he's organised this.
Do you think he picked the route just so he could have a dig at you about it?
Probably, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's foresight. That is.
yeah, that's proper like, yeah. Has he picked any Scottish routes? Probably not because they're all rubbish.
Yeah, I've got to say, I don't like any of the Scottish routes either. Or maybe the Glasgow crit reverse. I do like that. That's not too bad.
Oh no.
But looking at the ladies, though, we've got who we're looking at there. So we've got Cuthbertson as well. Oh, Catherine Curie's there. Yeah, all the ladies there just on the front. The names we've all recognised. Christine's there. Marb,
Yeah, we've got two Beast Mode, two
Sarah.
Synergy, and then we've got Jen Leah and um, Catherine from different
Yes.
teams. They're on their own. So
Yes.
yeah, there's four ladies with a teammate. Beast Mode and
Yeah, the real, again,
Synergy.
the real talk, but no surprise, is Nicole's effort on the front there, and that gap that she's opened up is just been fantastic. That's such a powerful statement coming into the second race of the series. Not only did she do it in the first race, but she's done it in the second race. She's certainly stamped her position on this series as the lady to beat in the last remaining races. That's for sure.
It's outstanding, really, because
Yeah.
if you were in this race, you would be, you know what she can do, so you'd be like chasing her down.
Yeah, and like, what do you do in coming into race three? You know, what's going to be the game plan? Do you think for a few of these ladies to try and combat that power?
I don't even know because I think the ladies did try to hold on a wheel, but she's just so strong. So I don't know. I mean, it depends how strong you are. I think the next route is Mercury. I think it's kind of flat. I think there's only like 200 meters
Yeah,
of climbing
it
or
is.
something like that.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah. I don't even know because she's just outstanding, to be honest.
yeah. Look, you know, what's the answer to that kind of power? And you're right. The ladies did give a really good crack at trying to reel her back in when she made that first attack. And she
Yeah,
pushed
but
it
she
out,
just kept
and
going.
they got her back, and then she went again,
Yeah,
and
she did. She had a gel,
they just
and
didn't
off she
have an
goes
answer,
again.
did they? Just didn't have an answer.
No, I think they just kind of thought. The thing is, as well, is that you do look at each other and you do think, well, I don't feel as strong to close that down.
Yeah, who's going?
Somebody else can do it because I'm not doing it because otherwise I don't want to, I don't want to knacker myself out before, the sprint or whatever, another climb.
Yeah.
But since she's out the saddle again, she just keeps going.
She's not
It's
giving up.
absolutely nah.
You know what?
She is
I'd almost
not.
feel
Proper
like
Yorkshire
some of the
grit.
other ladies. I think maybe some of the other ladies might just be dismayed. I mean, like, what's the answer to that kind of power? How can they combat that in any real way that doesn't result in a 2-minute gap, which is sort of what we've been looking at. We'll see in a moment what when we jump across to Nicole what the time gap there is, but it's it's big. Bren has asked. There we go. So we're looking at
2 minutes 12, I think. Is it?
2 minutes
No.
12. Yep,
2 minutes
Yep.
12. Yeah.
and that's the gap that she opened up in the first race. But Bren's asked a question of what is race 3. So race 3 is Mercury. You are correct. You're correct there, Holly. Wandering Flats. It is 2 laps. It is 50 kilometers, 292 meters of climbing. So, 50 laps, 292 meters of climbing. It's going to be flat. it is going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy maybe some of the other teams can get together and try and figure this out. Can they figure out how they're going to hold on to Nicole, stop her from opening up these unbeatable gaps that she's done in the last 2 races now?
Yeah, I love it though. I love it. Like I just don't know. I mean, the aim of the game is to try and beat each other, right? So credit to her, kudos, all the things. But how do you beat her? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Telma's just joined in saying, yep, Nicole is crushing it again. Absolutely. Yeah, there's no question that she's really taken this series now. Taking the points, taking line honours. And it's going to be really hard for any other ladies to try and even, put a dent in the lead that she's managed to manufacture so far. But
so good.
Yeah, we've got.
So good. It's definitely the blue Tron, though.
Well, it is. I think it very well is.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It'd be interesting to see. She's strong on the flats as well. So next week, I think she'll be the one to beat next week as well.
Oh, I think so. Bren's asking that very question too, which is, can they hold Nicole up on the first climb on morning flats? Because, she can. We can see that she can climb. She did it in the first race, and with these rollers here in this second race, she certainly is, almost unstoppable in terms of that. Can the ladies? What I'm trying to say is, can the ladies actually come together and hold her on the flats? So it certainly is going to be a race to watch. I'm super excited to see how that one pans out.
Yeah, so good. This chasing group behind. I don't think they've dropped anybody from this group. Sarah,
doesn't look that way, does it?
No, we've still got. Yeah, and I know I keep going on about these cameras, but I just love seeing the real people behind the avatars.
Yep.
Because that's what brings this sport to life, and it is a game, but it's also a sport. It's tough to explain, isn't it? Right, but seeing the faces behind the names, it makes it more real. It is real, but it makes it even more real when you see their actual, and then you always think, is their setup better? How do I improve my setup or whatever? And it's and it is actually a really brave thing to do this, to put a webcam there for your cycling.
It is. It can be really daunting too, because it gets in your head.
Yep, because you question yourself, and I can't watch myself back. I don't know if any of these ladies do, but
no.
Because the things enter your head, and if anybody is ever critical about anybody, not you, but universal you,
no, I'm very critical.
Well, yeah, that's true, yeah, especially of Yorkshire. But what I'm trying to say is we should all be supportive of each other, because it's a really courageous thing to do, to put yourself on camera, to make it real, to grow the sport that we all love. So that can only be a good thing. So, if people out there ever want to say mean things, don't bother.
No, that's it. There's no space for that here.
No.
But I was going to say, when you talk about their setups, I think at this level, people tend to think that, the races that are involved have, specific setups. They've got dedicated spaces for this. They've got everything that any other professional might have around them. But when we look at the cameras here, they're in living rooms. They're in garages. They're in spare rooms. And that's the beauty of this, which is you can do this from anywhere. You can participate with other people from around the world at this level, and you can do it while you're in your living room with family pictures behind you, or in the garage with the car next to you. So
exactly.
It's just fantastic.
Just because it's elite level doesn't mean that these races, like you say, have dedicated spaces in rooms and all the things,
equipment, no, that's right. They've got a fan, that they've got from the local hardware store. That's their cooling system. And they're sitting next to the the couch, or the kids are playing in the background, that type of thing. So it really
Oh
is
yeah,
a real
juggling with
credit to
kids
them as
is,
well.
yeah, absolutely. It's,
Mm.
we all have to juggle our jobs and kids and housework, and
Yeah,
I
balance
mean
these things.
it's it,
You'd want to say,
yeah, you would, yeah, yeah. Someone should do a podcast with the name that, something like that.
yeah, it sounds like it'd really take off.
I think so, yeah.
But we have, I think we're on the third last lap coming around now with the ladies
Oh
there.
yes,
So Cuthbertson still in the
7
front, but
kilometers.
Nicole has absolutely owned this race.
I think she's got about 2 kilometer lead, I think.
Yeah. We are looking at a 2-minute and 27-second gap.
Do you think she's
You know,
gonna lap it? She must have, well, she must have lapped some people, but I wonder
she
how many
certainly, yeah,
she's
I think
lapped.
that, at the start of this race where the group kind of split up around the second, third lap, I think that back marker group, I think she's already clocked a few of those coming around. But she certainly isn't giving up. I mean, look at that. She's out of the saddle again, completely focused, like 100% dialed in on this. There's no way Nicole is giving back 1 second of the gap that she's opened up.
Yeah, like there's 5 kilometers to go, and she's still kicking hard.
Yeah.
Like, and she's got a huge gap. She could, she could allow that gap to close by a minute and still win it.
Still win it comfortably.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, but she's still, yeah, she's fighting till the very end, which is just
And that's the
outstanding.
thing. So
I don't even know what to say because it's just awesome.
do you think that that's part of her game plan as well? Go, okay, look, I've got a gap open. It's not enough though that I've put this effort in for this entire race. I want the other ladies to know that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing right to the very end. Is that part of the mind games, do you think, that are being played out at the moment?
I don't even know. I mean, I hope so, because you don't give up till the line. I just, yeah. Also, you don't know what might happen in a race because this is on the internet, and
Yeah, that is a good point.
If she has like a 30-second dropout or so, I am touching the wood right now, and I hope to God she doesn't. But you never know what's going to happen, so you have to.
You can have mechanical. I mean,
kicking and virtual puncture. Yeah.
Even if you get your chain coming off, even if you're changing gears while you're out of the saddle, the back derailleur sort of bounces around a little bit, your chain comes off. It can throw you out of your focus, and all of a sudden things start to go off the rails. And I know that's happened to me in a race or in races, and trying to get that changing gears to get your chain back on again, if that's the case, can really be a bit of an upset. But I don't think that's going to be the case here, though. I think I'm just making it sound more exciting than it really is, with Nicole there absolutely stomping the front. So we can see Sarah there, Maria, Catherine as well, Jennifer as well, just all thinking about second spot here, which is the only spot they can really be focused on at the moment.
It's just 7 ladies in that chasing group, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there's points for top 30, and there's only 17. So every lady in this race will get points.
Is going to pick up a point.
Which do go towards their own standings, but also the team standings as well.
That's right. So the first 3 ladies, or the first 3 riders in each team, will pick up points for the team, whereas individually, the first 30 riders across the line will all take away points. But as you say correctly, there's less than 30 riders in this particular event, so all the ladies are going to walk away with something on this one, which is great, but it's really going to come down to how much do they want the points.
Yeah, it looks like Leah's getting some sponsorship time on the front here. So Leah, who races for Restart, which is the team I also race for, she's pulling at the front and giving it some welly. Do you know that saying?
No, I do not.
Right, well now you do.
What's it? Can you get some what? Just say that again for us.
Giving it some welly? No, is that not a
welly
saying that you use? Some welly, yeah.
No,
just like kicking it, like pushing hard or whatever. Yeah.
Right, but was it an abbreviation for what, or a shortening of something?
Yes.
You got to
Je
know
ne sais
the
pas.
meanings of these things before you
Oh, I
just roll
know.
them out.
I don't need to know the meanings of things. I don't make the rules. But she did enjoy her
That's
time on the front, so that's super
yeah,
super good. I
yeah.
think we're just going past the lapped rider now. I think.
And we've
Yeah.
agreed that lap riders need to follow the etiquette of not drafting on the group coming past. So I would have
Yes.
been absolutely slapped around. I think because I probably would have done that myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not that
As you say,
it's not
it's
a
an unspoken rule.
yeah. It's not that I'm
Yeah,
having a go at
it's
anyone.
not.
It's just that
Yeah,
it's just not the done thing really.
it's
I
not
think
cricket.
it's not cricket. Yeah. Yeah.
But
So I'm
we
just
can see
looking.
these
Yeah, we
ladies
have got
here now
7
are
in this
all
group.
all pushing up again. Uh, I've got to say, some of the power numbers there, just that this is like the second last lap for a few of those ladies there, coming up on that climb again, having to face that 1 minute effort again for like the 17th time. That's going to
They're
be
gonna be. It's
a real
brutal,
struggle.
and
Yeah,
yeah, and Nicole, she has less than 2 kilometers to go now, 1.7 kilometers to go now, and
so
she's
she's
gonna
got the
be crossing
final.
that line, and so relieved. I just yeah, she's
Oh,
and these ladies have been racing for over an hour and 22 minutes, so
it's a monster
what
effort.
what yeah.
Bren's just corrected me. It is listed in the UCI rulebook. So thank you, Bren. I apologise for that.
Excellent. So is that something I knew but didn't actually know? It was an
I think it
actual
might have been the
rule?
case, an actual rule. Yep.
Wow. Probably Brent told me. It was probably I lied a race with him anyways. He was probably the one that said, Holly, what you
Told
doing?
you off.
Yeah,
It's in
probably.
the rule book. It's in the rule book,
Yeah,
Holly.
it's literally in the rules.
Have you not read it?
Yeah, sure. We. Of course I read
Okay,
the
so
rules.
the ladies are into their last lap, but as you say, Nicole though, here she going. Here she's going.
So
Here she is.
focused.
Yeah,
Put your teeth back in.
hasn't given an inch.
Last
Yep. Okay.
kilometre for Nicole. Absolutely outstanding. 2 minutes,
So
42 seconds.
the final climb up. This will be the easiest climb that she's done all race.
I don't know. Look, she's out the saddle.
And knowing that
You
you've got
spoke
that
too
buffer,
soon.
it's
Just
like a
wow.
3 minute, as you
No.
say, she
Smile
could
for the
just.
camera, Nicole.
She's looking at
You, I hope you.
the camera now. I'm surprised we didn't get a
She's,
little V symbol.
she's, she's. Her heart rate is like, wow,
Yeah,
170 beats, and she will be so glad to cross this finish line in a moment.
yep.
She needs like a flag or something like for the when she crosses the finish line. Where's she from? USA. She needs like a USA flag, like when you cross the finish line and you have it like over your
Like the one above her head.
shoulders, like the. She's got a USA flag above her head, has she?
Well, no, in game she has.
Oh right, yeah. No, but she needs a real life one. You know, like my
Yeah, okay,
Yorkshire one
yep.
that I had when I won a
Yes,
race
yep.
against yeah, that one.
Your 3 meter one. Have you won that, by the way?
Have I ironed it?
Yeah.
Iron. What
Yes,
is this?
ironed.
Iron? I don't know. I don't know what you're on about.
The
I don't
removing
know
of
what that is.
creases.
Oh,
But
right.
as we
No.
can see, though, Nicole is about to hit that right hander for the last time.
Yeah.
And
Now,
yeah,
is
certainly.
she going to sprint finish? Is she just going to roll it over? I mean, at this point, after 1 hour, 24 minutes, I think I would just be quite happy to roll it over the line and not give a flying fudge what the commentators say, because I think she's absolutely superb. And to do that from I don't know which lap we were on, like lap 4 or something.
Yeah.
Just, oh man, take a bow, Nicole.
Well
Wow.
done. Crossing the line there. Fantastic effort. I mean, as you say, though, it is just an amazing effort. That kind of, that power. And I was just watching as she was climbing up that last climb there, still in in one of the low gears, she was cranking at about 60, a cadence
Yeah,
of
she
about
was.
60. Yeah.
Yeah.
So certainly, wasn't taking it easy, wasn't spinning up, still pushing some big numbers there and finishing off very, very strongly. You'd have to think that some of the ladies there would absolutely be completely dismayed at how they're going to approach race 3, knowing that she can do this.
I think it's brilliant. I think it makes it so much more interesting than just like a group ride with a sprint at the end. I think
Yeah,
those are kind of, not very. I mean, what would we talk about? We'd have to talk about shampoo or something, right?
or
Oh, we're into
Yorkshire.
the last. Oh, Yorkshire. Well, I mean, we are in Yorkshire. It's it's
And nothing but talk about
literally
it.
what we're talking about. Yeah. So we've got
But it
Jen
doesn't
Reel
stop us from
here.
talking about it every other time. But I was going to say that, we can
That's
see the
true.
ladies there out of the saddle for the final time. So
Yeah,
600
Sarah
meters
Roach
to
needs to
go.
push back on a little bit. Come on, Sarah. Yes, she's back in. Excellent. She just dropped off a little bit there, but she kicked hard. She got back in. A superb effort. So like you say, 500 meters to go.
Bring us home, Holly. Talk us through this one.
Well, they're pedaling their bikes and well,
Going up
you
a
see,
hill.
Going uphill, yeah. So they're finding their positions, and it is a flat finish, although it's 2% right now. But the last 200 meters or so, is flat. So you need to be like Jen is and Sarah Roach and Catherine towards the back to get that draft for when it kicks around the corner. Because also when you go around the corner, you do lose the draft very slightly. So you need to be already on the wheels. So who do you think is going to blink for? Oh, we've got orange numbers here. Let's go. All the blue trons.
So Catherine's
Catherine
pushing
Carey.
well at the front there.
Wow.
Yeah. The early breakaway. Head down. Jennifer.
Wow.
Lord, racing hard. Maria side to side, wrenching those handlebars off.
I think Sarah Roach got in third. Catherine Carey second. Huge well done to Leah. I'm not quite sure where the other ladies finished. But that was a huge effort from Catherine Carey. She kicked hard. It's very hard to get back on the wheels when you're going around the corners because, like I say, you lose the draft for a short while. So this is the second group. Sarah Olin, Megan Rathwell, Randy with her squirrel hat.
Randy's in here as well. That's right.
Yeah, we've got... so we've got three ladies from Synergy in this. Now they're going to be wanting good times, but also are they going to be leading each other out? Possibly. It's tricky. Randy's
Here we go. Got a kick.
Come on, kick it, Randy. Yes.
Randy's pushed
Can
the
she
front.
hold
She
that
wants
lead?
some time there.
Can she hold it?
It's gonna feel like it's forever.
Yes, but she's so strong. She just needs to hang on that slight bit more.
Hang on. Go, Randy.
Come
Go,
on,
Randy. Oh, I think she held on to that.
I think she held on to it too.
Yes. Fantastic effort. And after racing already.
I know, that's superb. The Synergy ladies, though, they timed it so well. It's hard to know when you're coming up. You've just been racing for 1 hour 20, and you don't. It's so hard to know what to do at the finish. Take us through the finish for the men.
We've got the men's results there. So Josh Harris, as we suspected from BL13 there, 1 hour and 14 minutes and 36 seconds. But Ruben there in second, Nikki Hogg in third, Nicholas Drycott there in fourth, Jamie Philpott, fantastic effort there from Wahoo in fifth. Jonathan Orr, another monster effort there, out by himself for a majority of the race in sixth. Daniel Mundell in seventh. Hussein Salibi in eighth. Iker in ninth. And David there in 10th from Deepak.
Yes. I will actually shout out to Iker because he is in the Basque Country in
Yes.
in an area of Spain. So his flag isn't actually represented on here, but I do think it's important to mention
Good
that
call.
because we all love racing for where we are from,
That's
as
right.
we know. So
And we
yeah,
had
so well
Ruben.
done, Iker.
Ruben jumped in the chat just a bit earlier on after he finished. So again,
Nice.
congratulations on a fantastic second there. That was just brutal to watch. Fantastic effort, and from all the racers that have been participating in this, these are not easy things to do. That is for sure. So again,
Yeah.
Josh Harris waking up so very early here in Australia to take that first is just wonderful to see. But again, Nikki
You can go
there
back
and
to bed
Nicholas
now.
says Jamie. Well, I doubt he'll be
Yeah.
going back to bed. He'll probably go out for a run after this, I suspect.
Oh, probably. Yeah, yeah. But we've got to remember the notes are provisional and verification will happen. And after a few days, the results will be verified and
That's right.
published.
Yep.
So what you're seeing on the screen is pre-verification.
Yep.
Because this is elite
Provisional at the
racing, we've got to
moment.
make sure everyone's legit, making sure you've got no drills. I'm kidding.
Yep,
I'm kidding.
that's right. No e-bikes.
Oh, we're not on e-bikes. Oh, damn. What am I going to do then?
Is that another rule we didn't know about?
You're not allowed. I get my. What drill do you use on your bike? You need a better one.
Okay.
Whatever drill you use.
Yeah, tell me about it. Although I've been doing the RAFA, the Festive 500, so that's certainly been a tough little endeavour.
What kilometre are you at? How many have you done?
I'm at just under 280 at the moment. So I've got 3 days left, starting from today, and I've got to clock off 77 kilometres each day. So I'll try and get out and do 100 kilometres out in the road today if I can, and then that should set me up nicely for the remaining 2. Are you doing the same challenge, or you got your little your French bike with the baguettes in the front?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got me.
Yep.
I've got my little bell and my basket,
Yep,
and I go
around.
down the boulangerie and I ask for a baguette, and then I cycle home and I eat the baguette. Yep, that's what I do. Sure.
You'd have to do that a few times to rack up 500 kilometres.
Oh, that'd be a lot of baguettes I'd eat, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah. I actually went out running. Don't tell anyone, right? But I went running. And you can't.
Wait, what? Without a bike?
Without a bike. What is this about? And I was going down the hill and I'm like, why can't I freewheel? What? I have to keep going? What is this about? This is so weird. And it's so slow. And I did however many miles or whatever. And I was like, is that it? Is that how far I'm? Because it felt like forever. And then I get back and I'm like, oh, now what do we do? I get so confused and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. Anyway, so then I put on in real life clothes and then do this. So you know, yeah.
And how far did you run? Was it literally just down the road, or?
Today, I ran 8 miles.
8 miles.
I haven't run for so long. I can't actually remember the last time I ran. But I've done 3 runs whilst I've been here, so I don't quite know what's wrong with me. I did go out for a bike ride yesterday though, so that was lovely.
Okay.
I took some pictures. And but do you know what was annoying? Was I had gloves on, and they weren't and I was tapping my phone to do the photos, and it wouldn't work because I've got gloves on. So I take my gloves off to take the photo.
Yep.
What a faff! Jeez.
And so what's the temperature been like there? Has it been a bit cold or has it been pretty nice?
It's all right. It's blue skies, but it's cold. It's I don't know, 7 degrees maybe. So I have to put on all the layers, But also, do you know what I have been doing? Is riding around France in my GB jersey.
Oh, okay, just showing it off.
You would. Oh yeah, too right. I will. Oh, here we go with the
women's results. Holly.
Yes, let's go. Right. So in 10th we've got Maria. I've just seen who was in 9th. Why does she do that every time? In 10th, we've got Maria from Avis. In 9th, Randy from Restart, who did race back-to-back races today.
Back-to-back races.
Awesome job. 8th, Jen Reel from Saris. Amazing job. Leah Cuthbertson, also from Restart, which is the team I race for, Nathan. Amazing job, Leah. Also, she hung with that front group like a a
A
something, I
champion.
don't know, like a
A
champion. Yeah,
champion.
because
Yep.
she is a champion. Yeah, Maria Marb from Beast Mode and her teammate Elisa. I'm really sorry if I've got your name wrong. Also from Beast Mode, so in fifth and sixth, Christine Snyder from Abus with her teammate Sarah Roach in third podium spot. Catherine Curie from Next in second, and Nicole Meyer 2 minutes 26 seconds ahead, also from
Yeah.
Next. Outstanding, ladies. Superb.
That is just
Yeah.
massive. At 1
Good
hour
job.
and 25 minutes, that's just, and
It's
the
a
majority
huge
of
race.
that, yeah, by herself.
Yeah, and thank you for visiting, ladies, for Yorkshire. I hope it was all right. You can, if you just pop to Betty's and get yourselves a scone or something, just tell them Holly sent you, and it'll be fine.
Okay. Is Betty's a well-known store?
Betty's is like a tea shop type thing, which sells like all posh stuff. Like it is actually on the Harrogate circuit on Zwift. Although you
Okay.
probably
Oh,
don't
right.
pay attention because you're too busy racing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
dying all the
you
deaths.
cycle. Yeah, you do cycle past it in Harrogate on Zwift.
Oh, okay. There we
So
go.
yeah, it's like a little sort of. You sit at tables and you get like cakes and stuff. I don't quite know what
Like
you
a
want to.
little a tea place or something.
Yeah, Betty's. Yeah,
Sure. Why not?
it's a Yorkshire thing. And now you're educated in Betty's. Don't you feel enlightened?
Well, when I'm in Yorkshire again, I will when I'm in Yorkshire next, I will pop in and check it out. All
So
right,
that's it for
but
Yorkshire. Where are we off to next week?
looking forward to race 3. As I said before, Wandering Flats, 2 laps. It is 50 kilometers. It is the flattest race that we've had so far. So, as we can see there, we've had Duchy Estate, 738 meters, Tired Leg coming into race 3. This will be mostly flat, except for, as Brent pointed out, there is a bit of a climb at about the 20k mark. So there's going to be a little bit of aching going on there, but certainly majority of it's flat before they head into race 4, which is the Zwift Media Fondo, 922 meters of climbing. I think they go over, is it the Petite Comp twice, backwards and forwards?
Yes. Is it in France?
Look it up. Is
it not in Watopia? I thought it was in Watopia. That's going to be a badge that everybody's going to get, right? Because who's done that route?
Correct.
I don't think it's in France. I think it's in Watopia. Doesn't it go up like the Epic or
No,
something?
you're correct. You're absolutely spot on.
Meters. No way. Am I right again?
You're,
Whoa.
Hey, nice.
I'll be getting an ego. Yeah.
Ego, you?
Yeah. I know. It's hard to believe. I know. Yeah. But there we are.
You're right. So even though we are talking about race 3, just looking ahead to race 4, we've got the Zwift Com, we've got the Volcano Com, we've got the Heli Loop in the mix there, and then we've got the finish on the Epic Com. So that's where all the climbing is.
No thanks.
That is going to be a tough one. But no, so Wandering Flats is going to be fantastic. It's going to be great to see. But as you say, what can the ladies do in terms of answering Nicole's power? That's a tough one.
I love it though, because now they're having to think, oh, do we chase her?
Yep.
Do I let somebody else chase her? Am I strong enough to chase her? What do you do? And I think there'll be lots of team discussions about what do we do about Nicole, which is credit to Nicole because she's so strong and outstanding. So
yeah, exactly. But hopefully the men's can return, and Josh Harris, he might be able to see if he can back that up with 2 wins back to back. But if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. We really do appreciate everyone that has jumped in the stream. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you know someone that was in the race, share this with them. If they're a teammate or if they're in your team, let your other teammates know. Drop the link to this video into your Discord, into your Messenger, into the different group chats that you're in. and share it around. It does really help.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering
do
if
that, what he said.
do the thing with the clicking.
Yeah, do all the clicks and stuff like that. Yeah. And also, if you want to mention, we're open to bribes. I particularly like, Haribos, chocolates, but no chocolates with nuts in there. If you want to bribe me for a shout out, yep, we're open to that.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not going to say no to that kind of thing.
Ooh, but especially if you're in a race with me, if you want to tow me to a win, if you want to just let me win, that'd be amazing. Just that work.
That would definitely guarantee a shout out, would it?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
But
yeah.
I'm just wondering if production can hear us, if Damo can hear us, and whether we've got any preem results. So I'm not sure if we do. It'd be great to see who did cross the line first.
I've got one. I know which lady crossed the line first for the preems. I think I've got this one. I think it was Nicole.
You're going to go out on a limb and say it's Nicole?
I'm gonna call it. Yeah. I'm gonna. If I'm wrong, then
well, it is provisional, isn't it?
It's provisional. Yeah. I mean, she had a 2-minute gap, so
it's a fair call.
I think so. Yeah, I've forgotten who might have crossed the line first in the blokes, though.
Yeah. So I think maybe Nikki might have got it actually.
Oh, but, yes, I think so. I think you're right.
Given that there was next to nothing between those first three riders.
Next to nothing. Next we're nothing. Next we're doing all the attacking hours. We're not all the attacking, but quite a lot of the attacking. And
I was certainly doing the lion's share of it. But no, another fantastic race, that's for sure. So it's going to be awesome to see if how we go with race 3. As I said, it is mostly flat. If you've been liking the racing so far, please join us for that one. It is going to be an absolute brilliant one to watch. Holly, what do you think with race 3? Where do you think that's going to be? Where's that going to come down to? Aside from Nicole probably repeating her efforts from race 1 and 2, how do you think race 3 is going to go?
That's a tricky one because apart from the climb, it's pretty much flat. So I think maybe, I don't know. That's a really hard one because where do you attack? Because generally in ladies' races, they don't tend to attack very much on the flats, tend to sort of sit in. So if I was racing it, the flats, I'd be off. I'd be like, come on then. Because I know
let's go.
When a hill cut, because it's flat and that's where, watts matter more than watts per kilo. So I don't know. There might be a couple of, but it's quite a long race as well. So to make it interesting, I think that people will. Maybe there'll be team tactics, like someone will attack and then the teammate will attack over the top or something like that. Just throwing it out there. I've probably just ruined teams' tactics, but I don't know any tactics. I don't. And if I did, I wouldn't share them on here anyways.
You wouldn't be dropping the ball in the commentary. But lap 2 is going to be the. Lap 2, the country sprint, is the key segment there for the Preem as well. So that is at the very start of lap 2. So that's certainly, and it's a very, very short sprint as well. So let's look forward to seeing how that does play out. But let's wind this up. Yeah, no, it's going to be great. So Holly, again, thank you very much from your wonderful location there in France. Really do appreciate you joining in.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. And everyone else has been watching, thank you very much. As I say, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment if you've made it this far. Let everyone know that all the races have been really appreciated. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next race.
Bye.